What's going on? It's Gus11 here, back with Dark Souls, and we are in Anor Londo, down in the tomb here, and actually looked up what this place was, because I wasn't exactly sure what you can do here. I knew you could do something special, and what you can do is once you get to the catacombs, there is a Dark Moon Seance ring that you find. If you equipped it and come back here, you'll be able to actually go farther into here, and you kneel down at a mat and you can join a covenant with Gwendolyn, she's called. It's a covenant where you can actually get a miracle Dark Moon Blade. So it's a miracle type of covenant. That's probably why that ring we had here helps with miracle spells, as I said. But there's also will be a light here, and if you go farther past where you kneel down to join it, you can actually, she actually gets upset that you go through the door or whatever, and you actually have to fight her, and then you in a fight. And if you kill her, you can get some armor in the room and stuff, but you cannot join the covenant, so you're not able to use the special spell that you would get if you did, called Dark Moon Blade. So you have to make a choice there. You don't actually have. I don't think you have to fight her or join it either way, but even if you come down here. But anyway, that's what this is all about. So let's go on. We don't have the ring, so we can't make a decision with that regardless. Okay, so yeah, these things are if you need to bring it to you. A reason for that is eventually, now we lit this bonfire though, we can warp here once we get the Lord Vessel, which is basically what we get when we get past Anor Londo. If we get past Anor Londo, it hasn't gone very well so far. But anyway, you do get the Lord Vessel where you can warp between bonfires, and we can now get to this bonfire from anywhere in the game. So it's a good way to get back here quickly. The other thing we can do here is come in here now. And we could go to the painted world, but I don't think I'm going to actually do that yet. Because once you actually get in the painted world, you can't get out. And it is a tough area. It's a bitch. Look at this dude, the fucking flipping around like a damn ninja. But I do want to get the item that fell from the chest, from the chandelier. And there's a couple more items I think in here, at least one more. Look at these guys everywhere. So try to pull one at a time if you can. You know, they got like 4 or 5 of these things, I think. And once they waste them all, they'll charge you. With the spear, you should be able to backstab pretty good, but they are quick. You don't always get the backstab. I don't know if we can only pull one here. Yeah, it looks like we can. Just got to be careful about it. This game has so many things going for, I mean, with it that make it just awesome. You know, the difficulty, the controls, the fact that you like have to pull guys, be intelligent about how you approach different things. Well, he's just a tricky little bitch, ain't he? I'm sure we can parry those attacks. I'm not very good at parrying. I just haven't done it a lot. The smaller shields are actually better at it than the larger shields, if you have a smaller shield. Like the bucklers. But yeah, for me it's just something I haven't really done much of. This guy's being a bit of an asshole. God damn it. See, humanity actually went up to 2 now. We were at 1 when we started this video. If you kill people consistently without dying, I believe your humanity continues to grow a little bit. So we're at 158, and that affects your item discovery. We're at 158 right now. And actually, if we throw this ring on, it puts us at 358, so we can get a lot more stuff. Chances of better drops. Is he coming? Was he telling his buddy about us or something? Alright, here it comes. So yeah, that ring is cool, and that's how that humanity number will go up as you play the game, as long as you're not dying a lot. And we have been actually dying quite a bit here, so it looks like it's going up pretty fast for some reason. I don't know if it matters who you're fighting. If it goes up faster, I don't know. Since we do have that boost in humanity, we can actually go in and use that to kindle a bonfire without actually having to use a humanity item, you know, or something. We can use it when if we actually get the Lord vessel and we keep it. We can head back to we can head back to the girl, my covenant girl, because the way I level up my covenant with her is by giving her humanity. So that's could happen too, which would be nice. I'm surprised we're not getting that backstab on some of these. I never tried throwing knives, actually. I don't even know how much damage they do. Might do a decent amount. Where do they go? Do they go here, or do they go in an actual... Oh, they go there. Actually, let's take this out of here before I accidentally use it. I'll give it a shot. So this is the thing that came down when we hit the... I don't know if we hit the thing or if the guard hit it. Somebody hit the chandelier and it fell, but that's what you're supposed to do. And that's how you get this drop. And it's a sorcery great magic weapon drop, which is pretty nice. Not really for us specifically, because we're not sorcerers, but if you were one, it would be pretty nice. That was just bad in every possible way. How much damage do these do? 20. Not really very good. Oh, you fucking dick. Wow, he's just jumping around like a... Wow! That hurt. Asshole. Alright, so this item that we get here is a black iron gauntlets, leggings, and a black iron great shield. The whole caboodle of black iron gear, which I'm sure looks great, but is going to be heavy as a motherfucker. 15.6 just for the armor itself, but look at that, 68 defense. Look at all that defense, holy cow. Resists all across the board, but very unwieldy because of its... Oh, sweet looking though. Let's see what the whole set looks like just out of curiosity, even though there's no way we're going to be able to wear it all. Pretty cool looking. But, oh, yeah. You know, people like to play it this way though. Big armor, not a lot of, and just D up, turtle behind the shield of craziness and shit. Like this thing, which gives us 100% physical defense, 90 fire. Wow. Oh, look at that thing. Oh, please don't make me do that. Ugh. Pretty cool gear though, but not gear for us. Not right now. We're going Crimson for a while here. So anyway, here's the painted world of Ariamis. However you say it, I think that's right. You actually walk up to that and you Super Mario 64 and hop into it and go to a new world. But the problem with that place is, I gotta get this shield out here. Is that once you are in there, there's no way out until you go all the way through it and beat it. Even if you have the Lord Vessel, you can't warp to any of the bonfires or out. It's considered a whole separate entity that is disconnected almost from the rest of the world. So there's no way out of it once you go in until you get through it and beat it, and it's a tough area. So we are not going in there now. I really want to try to get through Anor Londo. That's my goal right now. Get through there and be able to get the Lord Vessel so we can warp around the different parts of the game. We can always eventually come back here. It's a totally optional area. It has nothing to do with defeating the game. But the thing is, we can always warp back to the one right below us, that bonfire right below, which I'm actually going to go to just to get my health back without using a Estus flask real quick. We can always come down to this bonfire and warp here and then head back up and go into the paint and then try the area out. So there's no reason why, we can't do that later in the game. Right now, I'm going to continue on kind of with the main, this is kind of the main quest line here of the game. You have to go here and get the Lord Vessel. There's a lot of areas in this game that are completely optional, that have nothing to do with anything except just getting items and gear. And there's some good gear and shit in there. And there's a boss fight with this woman called Priscilla or something, if I remember correctly. And she turns invisible and it's hard to see her. And she's in the snow. And you kind of got to follow her footprints a little bit or something like that. It's a cool fight, that's for sure. I fought her one time in, ever, and I beat her the one time I fought her, but it was a little tricky. Alright, so that's the way we were coming from, so this is the way we're going. There's nothing really much left to do out here. We just have to try to head into here and survive this place. So here is where we can call in our guy, Anor Londo. There's a blood stain. That's not very reassuring. I can't take this is yet another quote that somebody was nice enough to write down. That's not very nice. Need humanity. Another quote. It's not really an evil one there. I can't take this quote. It's not very reassuring though. Can we hit this guy in the... You don't want to come after me? I'm hitting you with an arrow. I can't remember if there's a way to pull one without the other. Yeah, there is. Okay. That's what we want to do. We don't want two of these guys coming down at us. Yeah, well, yeah, I know. I know you're not happy. Where you going? Dude, seriously? You're running? Oh, that's bullshit. That is bullshit. Oh, bullshit. These guys, I believe if you kill them, right, they come back. Just like the ones outside of the area when we come back in. So there's no reason to I don't want to waste fire spells on them or something and then head back down to the bonfire, get my fire spells back. Which wouldn't be a terrible idea if they didn't come back when you use the bonfire, but since they do, you know, there's really no reason to go through that. Just try to take them out with the spear. This is the door, actually, that we got to get in, but of course, we can't just get in there in the normal fashion because that would make the game too easy. We have to go around the long way, and wowzers. We have to go the long way and open it from the inside out. I think once you open it, you never really have to worry about, you can go right through for the rest of the game. That's how you do it. That's not how you hit them, though. Right in the nuts. Alright. So this way is locked. Even though there is a guy here who is a pain in the ass. Let me take him out first. Keep coming. These guys are tough little fuckers too. Yeah, see that? The fact that we can get them through the door is kind of cool. Actually, I have never done that before. Ooh! I didn't know you had that reach though through the door. It says to open, but yeah, we can't open from that side. That hurt. Going through these Estus flasks like an alcoholic. Should probably have the other one on, not the drop one. I don't really care about the drops these guys are giving me. I put that ring on just because, but the defense versus physical attacks is probably gonna be much more beneficial to us right now, for sure. Especially since we're running out of Estus flasks. I really don't want to use my humanity up. I don't want to unkindle, you know, I like to kindle the bonfire for 10, but if I don't have to yet, I'll wait. Because as I've said a million times, I hate being ganked in this game. And that basically means that there's a chance I'll get someone jump in here and fucking gank me. And I hate it. I know people love the multiplayer aspect of this game, and it's good. It's cool. But for me, I play this game as a single player thing. I almost would just like that better, you know, if they even had the option. I guess I technically could disconnect my internet when I play it and not have to worry about it and make use of the fact that I'm human, but that just seems like a pain in the butt to do. I think if you do that, you'll be okay. You won't get hit. Are these attacks going through my shield? They are. Wow, what the? What's going on? I have 100% shield, right? Did I put the wrong shield on? They're just that strong? I may have to go that route. Try pyromancer, yeah, that's a good call. I was trying to save it. Pyromancer would work good on these guys. Well, there's another one right there. Look at you, sneaky bitch. Thought I heard something. Wow, that takes a lot off him. Ha ha ha, what you doing? What you doing? Yeah, it's a lot easier way to do it. Demon Spear. What does that get us? 100 attack, 120 lightning. Oh, that's a lightning spear. No shit. I never got this weapon. I've killed a lot of these guys. In my time. But this actually is less a normal attack and less lightning. But it is a lightning spear. It does still do some decent damage. So it's worth it. Definitely holding on to that thing. It's a little bit of a lesser version of the lightning spear we have. That didn't work. That didn't work very good. Man, that's a good spell. Fire orb. Good stuff. And fucking combustion, dude. And for being a really cheap spell that you get 16 of, it does its job, that's for sure. Dead end. Does that mean there's something there? No. Alright, so now we are getting to the point, the worst, most frustrating point of this game that I've almost ever had. This part sucks bad. There are two guys up here, way back here, that fire these gigantic arrows at you that actually really kick your ass. There's actually at least one more of these. Yeah, there's the arrows. Oh my god. Alright, Scouts 311 here, back. Well, I don't know why I just said Scouts 311 here, back. But it took me a while to get back here. I almost felt like it's a whole new video. I ran back. I actually, instead of going, I used that bonfire. I came up with the bonfire below. But I actually ran all the way back to the beginning of the level, which wasn't that far. Because that bonfire gave me 10 Estus flasks, because there's a keeper there. So, if I die next, I can just run straight through. Go up one small elevator in that far place and come here, but we'll have 10 flasks. So as I was saying, this place sucks because these guys come through those huge arrows at you, and it's very difficult to remember, actually for me to remember the best way to even get past this. You just have to run at them and try not to die, and that's really all. They can't really hit you once you get in this exact area here. I think. Now these guys are, of course, dicks, as we've learned already. But they can actually fall. At least they could fall here. I've had them fall plenty of times off the edge. And die. But when jumping around like a goofs. The thing that always kind of makes me laugh at that is it looks like they're like gargoyles with wings, but they can't fly. So I don't know, it's kind of funny. But he's not wanting to fly. Every once in a while they'll jump in the air and do their special moves. And they'll fall off the edge and die. And hopefully they'll do that again. Because it doesn't look like he wants to do that right now. Wow, he just fucked me up. There he goes. Bye-bye. He did. Alright. So that's one way to do it. I knew that was gonna hurt right when it happened. Alright, so we got to these guys. Everybody comes back. The big guards coming back. Everybody comes back if you die here, which makes it even worse. This thing has 45 lightning. This thing is 45, so neither of these are good with lightning. 48 lightning. Yeah, I don't have anything really good at lightning. Oh, this is good at lightning, but it doesn't have 100% physical. So none of that really matters anyway. Here. Alright, so there's not a lot we can do here. You can use arrows on those guys, but they tend to... There's one up there and one up there. You want to just run and try to get to the right. I've learned, because once you get farther up, the guy on the left, I don't think can mess with you. You can use arrows on these guys, but the problem I've always had is if you're to the point where you can hit them, they can hit you, and yes, he's gonna fire that arrow at me. And his arrows do a hell of a lot more damage than mine do to him. If you had like poison arrows here or something, it would actually work out. And if you hit him with enough of them, you can poison them, and then basically, Jesus Christ, you could poison them and basically wow. Here's where it gets tough, is when you get up here. You gotta make this turn and try to get up there and get to the right and kill him before he can kill you. This has always been one of the hardest parts of the game for me, right here. It's just insanely difficult. But you know what, I got pyromancy now, which may help. Because I never had that before. Because you have to fight this guy on this very little ledge. And I may be able to... Nice! Oh, that was easiest as ever been. I don't even care. I'm not even going to mess with that other guy. Fuck him. I just want to get past it. That worked. Great Chaos Fireball, man. That is the shit. Because not only does it hit him once, but it leaves a little pool of lava, which hits him with a little extra damage. That is gorgeous. Actually, that extra damage is the thing that took him out. He didn't die from the first hit, but he died from that extra damage. So there's one other guy there. If you wanted to kill him, you could, but I don't care about that. Alright, so now we are inside. Finally. Trying to remember what's going on here. Oh shit. Black Knight. These guys give some good XP. I think. These are the same guys that, yeah, I want you to do the stab, get around them, and go for the back. That's the goal with these guys. And don't do that like I just did and try to be, you know, just be patient. I thought I could maybe sneak in a hit on that one, but that was just dumb and I got hit. Really the best time to go after them is when they do the thrust. Because that's the only time you can really get a really good back hit on them. And I'm slowly hitting them here. Yeah, that thrust is when you can really go for the backstab. The 1000 XP. The lightning spear, obviously, or whatever, is good against them because it must usually backstab with this thing. Try to remember what we can do here, what we need to do here There's definitely mimics in this area. I think there's one of those really crazy ass fucking dudes too in here. There's another Black Knight. This one with a big ass. Oh shit. Big ass. See ya. Why don't we fight out here, buddy? So yeah, this guy's got a big ass spear, which is a little interesting. The other guy is a sword, so that spear can hit pretty much anywhere. Yeah. Fuck me! I was switching weapons. Switching weapons. That is a badass halberd, I guess. Is it a halberd, or maybe it's more of a halberd than a spear? Is that enough? That's not enough to kill him. That is. Alright, so what we got in here? Imminent bravery. Not a mimic, apparently. Sunlight metal times 3. Oh, here's the bonfire. Nice. Need humanity. Here's our boy.
Oh, there you are. You've been quiet these days. Smooth summoning out there. Anytime you see my brilliantly shining signature, do not hesitate to call upon me. You've left me with quite an impression. I would relish a chance to assist you.
If you remember, he's from almost the beginning of the game, really.
You really are fond of chatting with me, aren't you? If I didn't know better, I'd think you had feelings for me. Oh no, dear me, pretend you didn't hear that.
Okay. Problem here is we only get 5? Yeah. Can we level? Yes, we can. Vitality, go over 1,000 hit points now. That's huge. How's our lightning spear doing? Might as well repair everything that we use. We don't really use the one thing, so I don't know why it's on there. Okay. He's the guy we can summon. If we're human, we can summon him in boss fights, certain boss fights. I think we can on the boss fights here as well. The boss fight at the end of this area is a bitch. I forgot that I just hit that thing and he's coming back. It kind of freaked me out for a second that there was somebody standing there. But we did use the bonfire, which means he comes back. Problem with this guy, he doesn't thrust enough. So the best time to backstab him is when he does a thrust move. There it is. That's, well, that was a shield bash, actually, but it worked. Just quick ass bitch, man. That left us open right there. Another shield bash. There's the thrust. Good place to actually grind for levels, kinda. You just come in there, he'll come in there, kill that dude. He's not that hard to kill. But, you know, not terribly hard to kill. What do we do here? Yeah, cause you can see that there's something behind there. I mean, you can just see it. Plus they have this window there to kind of help you know that there's something funky here. I can't remember what's down here. This may be... yeah, I remember now. This is where the mimics are. I don't think there's actually any specific chests or any enemies here besides the mimics. There's a few chests, I think. That one's probably the one with the mimic, the one that they have somebody put a thing down about. But we're gonna... what the hell was that noise? Okay. Test them anyway. Havel. This is a good armor that I believe is very heavy, but very good. Eventually we're gonna fight a guy and get, I think he's Havel's the ring, actually he's called Havel's ring. He's in the dark root, the forest. And it actually helps us big time with our encumbrance, where we can, when we wear some of the heavier stuff. Yeah, this is 92 armor. Look at that shit, unbelievable. But very heavy. It looks freaking awesome though, but it's like crazy heavy armor that we're not going to be able to equip. But eventually we'll get that ring of his, and we have a chance, then we may be able to equip it, or at least some of the heavier stuff. Whoa, that didn't work. I got goofy. I hate these guys so much, so I'm just throwing some spells at them. We can go back upstairs after this, and the reach is unbelievable. We can go back upstairs, hit that bonfire, and get our spells back. Because these guys suck. Occult club. There's also some kind of bone thing we got. Dragon tooth, that's what we got. In that chest, 290 attack, but it has 40 strength requirement. Great hammer. This is a regular hammer we can actually use. It's a magic hammer with crit. With good crit. It's actually not that bad. Overall. But I like my spear right now, but it's actually pretty good. Magic attack, a good crit chance. Alright. That's the last door. We can also take the stairs. But we are going to head in here first, and we're going to heal, and then we're going to stop the vid, I think, for now, and then continue onwards in the next one. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you as we continue through Anor Londo. It's going to be a lot of vids. It's a big place, so take care.